Saw this, I was like, isn't that just like the Glam palette? So doing this with you guys is so much more fun than doing it alone. Oh, she's got big hair. 2,500 points for $100. Hi, I'm Mallory Brooke, makeup artist and content creator here on YouTube, and today I have a box of new makeup. It's all because Natasha Denona released her I Need a Nude palette. Okay, so I follow this account on Instagram, Makeup Craze, and she sent me the release of this, and I was like, oh crap. It's good, I need it. I need another nude palette, and so we're gonna be using this today. We're gonna try out a lot of the shades, see what we can come up with. Also have the new by Mario concealer. We're gonna give this a review as well, and some other new products that have been released, so let's get into it. First, new products I wanna try out. These were sent to me in PR from M Cosmetics. The Pillow Plush blushes. They sent me the shade Peanut and Tickled, and these are supposed to be blurring, natural but buildable, and also matte finish. The packaging is nice. It's like a soft touch plastic, has a nice closure. So this is Tickled, this is Peanut. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one on each side, and then we're just gonna mix them to create our own shade. I wanna try both shades out. They also come with these tiny little egg-like applicators. Look at this, look how cute this is. So you can use this or a brush. I'm gonna use this. All right, let's try Peanut out first. It's supposed to be inspired by like roasted peanuts. I saw it on their website. Okay, that's a really nice shade. That's honestly a blush color I would definitely reach for. Oh, okay, that's pigmented. I love this little applicator. How cute is that? Peanut kind of looks like you got some sun, which I definitely got some sun recently. We've been going to the lake and being outside a little more, and we're under a heat warning, so hi, hello, welcome to my natural texture. Much easier to manage, not necessarily on the head, applying makeup, but it's definitely easier to manage when you're going outside and all that kind of stuff. So this is Peanut. I think it's beautiful. It's definitely a very soft, kind of bouncy feel on the face. It's not moussey. For some reason, I thought it would feel moussey. It doesn't. So this is kind of, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of their blush sticks in feel and texture. Ooh, okay. The feel of them on your fingers, that feels different. That is soft. That's like silk, but not like a bad slippy feel. Is there like a little, I'm just gonna put this little guy right back in there. Nope. Okay, so I don't like that. There's nowhere to leave this little guy. Honestly, gonna tell you right now, that's not something I think that I would normally keep up with. All right, here we go with the shade Tickled. Okay, be careful. The little edges of this sponge will definitely cause a divot in the... Okay, they're kind of similar shades. This is definitely a little more plummy. It feels great on the skin. Definitely pigmented, definitely matte. And you know what? It is kind of blurring. There is kind of a blurring effect there. This is the shade Peanut. This is the shade Tickled. Tell me which one you prefer in the comments. Also, like this video if you've been enjoying my trying new makeup videos. I know a lot of you have been commenting lately that you've been enjoying them, so that makes me super happy. I normally do this by myself, sit down and decide what to review. So doing this with you guys is so much more fun than doing it alone. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix these, my beauty blender, and take Peanut and put it right on top of Tickled. And then I'm gonna go right into Tickled, put it on top of Peanut. Right, now we're going to try the By Mario Surreal Skin Concealer. I purchased the shade 120, which is actually the lightest shade they offer with a peach undertone. The concealer is $29. It's supposed to be great for dark circles. It's a liquid formulation. It's also good for blemishes, they say, and it has medium coverage, and it's supposed to be super, super long wearing. Visibly lifts, brightens, and blurs. And here's the thing, when I saw that Mario was releasing this, I instantly thought of these pictures of Kim back in the day when they shared how they do her concealer and bake, and it rocked the world when everyone found out that he used Ben Nye banana powder, and we all tried it. We tried Ben Nye's banana powder in yellow banana. Not great for fair skin tones. Ben Nye definitely offers different shades. I remember I was living in Seattle and I went to a camera makeup, like stage makeup store downtown to find Ben Nye banana powder. I found it and I tried it out and I was like, this is incredible. Look at my dark circles, they are gone. Girl, looking crazy. Packaging, I know the white is the brand's color. It just feels and looks drugstore. Oh, flimsy little doe foot, very thin. But let's see. If anybody's supposed to come out with a great concealer, to me, it would be Mario. Okay, this is much lighter than it looks in the tube. I still like the triangle application just because I have major dark circles. So I feel like it gives me the illusion of like not having, I also have like sunken in under eyes a little bit. So I like the illusion of having much more of a flat surface. But if you don't, definitely just conceal where you need it. I still just really enjoy this trick for my under eyes. Oh, that's a lot of coverage. I definitely could have used less, but if you watch my videos for a while, you know that I love a bright under eye because I just don't have that naturally. This is the side with the By Mario Surreal Skin Concealer. I feel like it definitely gave us some coverage. I don't mind the doe foot applicator. It doesn't feel as cheap as it looks once you start applying. If you are an NC15 to an NC20 and you enjoy a bright under eye, I think 120 would definitely be the shade to go if you're someone who really likes a difference and some dimension to your face. Definitely go a shade or a shade and a half lighter than your current skin tone. And this does have peach undertones, so it's gonna cancel out the darkness. All right, that's pretty dang good. To me, that's very blurring. I'm excited to see what it looks like as we apply our makeup and how it settles, but that's a pretty dang good concealer right off the bat. The next new product I want to try is the new Jones Road The Brow Gel. They sent me the shade Light Brunette in PR. I've had to keep this a secret. Get released the 18th. So I haven't tried it yet. Let's try it. There are 5 colored shades and then there is 1 clear shade. They sent me, like I said, the shade Light Brunette, and they do have an ash shade, which I think might be a better match for me, but I want to try it. It's supposed to shape and hold. You've got this side to brush up brows, and I think this side to flatten them a little bit to kind of put them in place. I like littler brow gels because I feel you have more control. Side that has the more of the hairs. Ooh, I feel like it's really filling them in. That's what it's supposed to do. It's definitely making me look like I have more brow hairs. Wow. I'm gonna take the flat side and kind of, I'm not a big fan of like the caterpillar eyebrow look on me or soap brows. So I like more of a perfected kind of, you know, groomed look. I feel like it looks so good on everybody else, but me, I feel like it's like a little overwhelming. It definitely picked up on some brows I need to pluck. Okay, I like this. I would definitely say it's more of a gel than like a pomade or anything. That is giving me, I'm gonna go overboard just because I'm fascinated. I like a little bit of stiffness feeling because it just feels kind of like brow insurance. We are on to the Natasha Denona Need a Nude palette. Now, I actually exchanged 2,500 Sephora points for a $100 gift card. Don't even think about how much money that is. You get a point per dollar. I save up my points is what I do. I like never spend my points. Turn it in for the $100 gift certificate, but you know what part of that is you can't return whatever you buy. So make sure if you're somebody who turns in 2,500 points for $100, don't think about it too much. Make sure you're getting something that you don't think you're gonna return. So I hope I love this. I think I will based off of the swatches. Just wanna create a beautiful, classic look. And I feel like this palette compared to, oh my God, if you guys watched that short and reel, you know that my glam palette fell all over the place. So when I saw this, I was like, isn't that just like the glam palette? It's not. Look at the difference. This is like definitely, to me, before I bought this looks like super cool and pinky, but next to Need a Nude palette, this is much pinkier and cooler undertoned. So I feel like a lot of brands are going to be releasing like super flat, cool undertone neutral eyeshadow palettes in the 4th quarter. So I'm kind of shocked that's the trend when it comes to like the end of the year. Normally we see golds and bronzes and glitters because it's the holidays this fall. Girl, 4th quarter, the brands are coming in with the cool neutrals. I just want to compare really quickly to some eyeshadow palettes that just popped in my head that this might be similar to. I have the mini retro palette. The retro palette is just an extension, or this is actually an extension of the retro palette. Much more deep pink undertones with a very unique green in there. I need to use this eyeshadow palette more. I have 2 Huda Beauty palettes I think might be similar. This is the new nude Huda Beauty, okay? That in my mind I thought similar. Way different, way different. This is much more neutral. On its own, it looks pinky, right? But next to like true nude pinky eyeshadow palettes, it looks very neutral. And then other Huda Beauty that came to mind, the Rose Quartz palette. Very different. Now this looks almost warm toned next to it. So there's the difference in the very similar palettes that I personally own. Let me know what you think this looks like. I think it's gonna be very unique. And oh my God, for next bridal season, girl, or if you just like doing bridal looks on yourself, but ooh, this, if you're a makeup artist, I think this will be great to have in your kit for bridal makeup. One thing that I love about Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes is this, the Great Mirror. I'm gonna use the shade Fair as my base. I always use a base eyeshadow that is close to my skin tone. Usually it's Jones Road, the best eyeshadow in Chic. I literally hit pan so quickly because I use it every single time I wear makeup. I wanna create something similar to what Natasha has created with this eyeshadow palette, meaning deep, smoky, but gradient. So I'm going to be trying the YSL Crush Liner. I don't believe this is newly released, but I've never tried it. They sent it to me in PR, in a PR package. It's a crush liner. It's supposed to be waterproof. This is the shade Brown. Sometimes I do, when I create these deep gradient looks, I like to start with an eyeliner and smudge it out as a base. Smudge this. Oh, that's a nice kind of plummy brown. Now I'm just gonna take a BK Beauty 204, and I do have a discount code with them. It's not an affiliate code. I don't make money. You save 10% with the code Mallory10. And I am just loving the BK Beauty brushes for my face, for my eyes, all of it. They're really good, and there is a reason why people are raving about them. I want to create absolutely neutral, cooler undertoned looks, so I'm gonna avoid the shade Vague, which looks really beautiful and plummy and brown. Avoid the shade Wit, which is like a really nice light peach. So I'm gonna first go into the shade Mesh, kind of like a concrete type taupe, and I'm just gonna build this up on the outer part of my eye. Okay, wow, yeah, that is very neutral. Take what's remaining on the brush and dust it over my eyelid and right over that eyeliner. And that was using a Rephr 15, and now I'm going to use a BK Beauty 207. It kind of fans out at the top, so it gives you blendability as well as precision. Now I'm gonna blend all of that out with a Patrick Ta for Eyes 1. It kind of fans out and pushes the pigment up and outward a little easier, and it's dense enough to actually move the pigment and not just blend. So different reasons for different blending brushes. With a Rephr 12, which is a bigger domed brush, I'm going into Tender, perfectly neutral, kind of medium gray brown, and this is what I'm going to use to really shape out the eye. Now to blend this, I'm going to be using a BK 201, which is a traditional kind of fluffier blending brush, because I don't want to push the pigment around because I'm laying out a shape. I don't want to push the pigment around too much. I just want to blend it out where it's at, instead of moving it to another location. And I'm going to use a MAC 221, which is a very small kind of crease detailer brush. And I'm just going to apply this to the outer part of the upper lid and in the lower part of the crease. And right on the outer portion. And I'm just lightly going in with Silhouette. I'm taking the excess off and dipping back in on my wrist. That's always helpful to make sure that you don't go in too hard with too much pigment, and then it's like, oh, that's too much. And then you just keep blending out and out and out, and then you've got raccoon eyes. Now, for the outer portion of the center lid, I am gonna go into, I wanna do Filigree, Delilah, and what's Whisper? Oh, wow, look at that. And Whisper, I think these three will keep it pretty neutral. I'm gonna go right here with it. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Right over the darker shade in Silhouette. And I'm just gonna go in with that BK Beauty 201 and use a light hand and blend it out. All right, the next shade I want to do is Delilah Glitter Shimmer with like a bunch of different greens and silvers and a little pink shimmers. And I'm gonna go right in the center of the lid with this and up above my crease. Oh my God. These shimmer shades are like drool worthy. With a shade like this, with this formulation, you got to be careful. You don't want to blend the shimmers necessarily everywhere, and they can tend to do that if you go in with a heavy hand. So just lightly dust blend on the outer edges. I am experiencing a little bit of that shimmer fallout. It's hard not to with these formulas. It's kind of just par for the course to get that really deep reflective look. It's kind of like the By Mario Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. Those formulas, you got to really kind of press them in so they don't go everywhere. I'm going to go into Whisper. Well, that might have looked prettier on my finger. I think it might have. So let's really press. And I'm tilting my head back and bringing that up and out. Oh no, it's pretty. It definitely complements the Lila and Filigree, but it's not like a wham, bam, bow, wow, what? Little bow wow? Who knows? That's really pretty. But I'm already feeling that we need to layer. Let's finger swatch Sheen, which is also the same formulation as Delilah. There's that. Mia, which is a pink glitter shimmer. I think I'm leaning more Mia. Here's Muse, which is just like a compacted glitter. I still think that might be too golden for what we're trying to go for. We haven't swatched Ella yet. Now I'm not gonna put that on my inner corner. Okay, so this is a glitter shade. These always look super beautiful pressed into the eyes. Look at that. And then you have the nice bigger shimmer in there. And then this is Travertine, which is a really nice neutral kind of taupe silver shade. So I think, and I'm not even a pink person, but I think with what we have going on, I think Mia. Let me know if you guys think that I should do something else and if I'm about to make a mistake. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not a mistake. We can leave. We'll leave Whisper alone and literally just press Mia right there. Whoa, the reflection on that. I feel like we need a little more depth, so I'm gonna go in with a MAC 221. I'm having too much fun and really deepen up the outer corners of the eye and bring like zero reflection to this area so it looks a little deeper. Because with the shimmer shades, which I like them picking up light, but with what I had in mind, I really wanted to go like super glam, deep and smoky, but also gradient. And now I'm just gonna correct the shape a little bit with a little bit of powder. I want that precise glam look. And I'm gonna let that sit for a minute or two, and then we'll be back to try a newly launched mascara. It's time to wipe the powder off. See how it cleaned up the shape? Love that trick. Got this as a sample in my Sephora order. The new Benefit Fan Fest mascara. It's supposed to lengthen, multiply, amplify, volumize, and also fan out your eyelashes, smudge proof and water resistant. It says 24-hour fan effect, and they obviously use somebody with great lashes naturally. I don't have great lashes naturally. So let's see what they look like after using this mascara. I really like mascara brushes like this that are the classic brush and not necessarily the plastic. All right, immediately I'm noticing it's a very dry formula, moussey. Maybe I just need to get more on the brush. Now, the reason why this is supposed to fan out is because it obviously gets thicker on the outer part. I don't think there's anything revolutionary. So that's 2 coats. That's a little dry. Maybe without eyeshadow, it would be like, whoo, but I don't know, it's not doing anything for me. I put some lashes on, the Lily Lashes Diamond Lashes. I just feel like it's a little too dry. It could be the fact that it's a sample and the locking mechanism is different, and the mechanism that takes off the product when you pull out a mascara, there's like a little mechanism at the top that scrapes off excess product in every mascara, so it could be that. The next new product I'm gonna try is the Laura Mercier new liquid highlighter. I've tried the other shades. I talked about, I hate this mechanism, but one of you told me you can rip this off and the locking mechanism still works. So this is also trying something new. Oh my God, you guys were right. You can rip it right off and never use it again. And you guys told me that the locking mechanism still works and you can do it with the Charlotte Tilburys. I'm gonna do it. I think you would go with our blushes. Ooh, I know. Hold on, wait, we're getting excited. I'm gonna use the BK Beauty 106. This is my favorite like do-it-all brush. Get one last look of these blushes from M Cosmetics. I'm just gonna apply peach bronze right over them towards the back where I normally have a highlighter. Yeah. Hello. So I love using the 106 for foundation. Believe it or not, it doesn't drag and hurt my skin, as well as layering cream products. Oh, I'm excited now that this worked out. Also excited you don't have to use that nasty sponge, girl. I'm just taking this on the back of my hand Oh, that ended up being real pretty. Okay. So we don't have to necessarily have a highlighter, which I've done this before with different highlights. I just wasn't sure about this color. So a darker highlighter you can always use over your matte color products, and you don't have to highlight the rest of your face. It just gives your cheeks a little bit of a glow. Sun-kissed chest here. Why not? This 106 brush, girl. I never thought I'd like a foundation brush ever, but I love this brush. All right, locking mechanism. It works. We got a little excess product on that little tubey there, so a little tubey. You can tell I'm happy that that worked. You guys, thank you so much for that tip. You guys are genius. That just saved me a lot of heartache and like bitching about brands that give us that nasty sponge. Let's see how well this mascara smudges or flakes right off, because I hope it does. Otherwise it's gonna disturb my eyeshadows. And it looks like it's disturbing my eyeshadows. Oh. So this is the other product that I purchased with the $100. So this is the new Patrick Ta lip cream. Now these are not new. These are one of my favorite lip formulation products ever. They go on really creamy, but not like slippery. And then once they dry down, they do not budge. They fade nicely. They're just a really great lip product. I purchased the shade Shy. So I'm gonna use M Cosmetics Kitten. All of the new shades look very pinky. Shy looks a lot lighter in the lineup, but when you look at swatches, it looks a lot darker, and I'm glad it is, because I can't return it. I don't like light baby pink lips on me. Let's try her out. She looks a little pinkier than I normally like, but from the swatches online, oh, it might be baby pink. Okay, let's see. Okay. Ooh, girl, Shy is baby pink. There goes $30, but if you add it up with the points, actually don't think about it. It's way more expensive. This is a shade you really gotta work with. You really gotta find a liner that you like. Oh, the Barbie thing is it's gone too far. This is like Vicki Gunvalson season 1. I feel like I need to ground this a little more. I'm gonna use Anastasia Beverly Hills Hazelnut, and let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me go in my little lip liner drawer and find something. All right, you guys, I pulled out my Too Light of a Lipstick Lip Liner Saver. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills Parchment. It is, oh, yeah. It is about 1 to 2 shades darker, actually probably 2 shades darker than Shy, and much warmer. So that's where we get the better grounding of it all. And then I just used less product in the center. I really had to make this work. I'm sad I can't return it. I definitely would exchange it for one of the deeper shades. All right, you guys, now this may be a crazy idea, but I purchased the Pattern Mini Wide Tooth Comb out my waves, you know, like the very like soothing aesthetic hairstyling videos where they comb out the waves and they bounce back up, you know? Pattern says that this is good for, this might be a real big mistake. This comb is good for fluffing up curls and combing them out and making them airy and soft. Let's see if that's true. Oh my God, is this a bad idea? Is this a bad idea? Is this a bad idea? I'm a little nervous because I still have a whole work day ahead of me. This might be a big mistake. Let's go. Okay, it's definitely a different look. Look at that. Okay, that actually works. I like it. All right, ready for the next side? So if you have curly hair and you're looking for a wide tooth comb to use in your dry hair, this might be the one. The one thing I don't like about it is it's molded. Actual teeth of it have these like plastic ridges that can actually end up cutting the hair. So that was kind of a disappointment. You can literally, it's not filed down at all. Your hair might get caught on that. But as far as fluffing out my curls and making them a little bit airier, oh, I was so scared to do that because sometimes that can really just like activate. I don't know, you guys let me know. Right now I don't necessarily have a cut for curly hair, so this is what we are working with. Oh, she's got big hair. This was also part of the $100 that I can't return. Let's go over the new makeup that I tried, what I'm happy with and what I'm not happy with. Or do I look like a crazy aunt? I am very happy with. By Mario Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. Built for dark circles. It's supposed to lift, blur, and brighten. And I feel like it did all of those things with feeling fairly weightless. And I'm not seeing any caking, creasing, or enhancing my fine lines under my eyes. And I feel like it deflects from that I'm happy with this concealer. Let me know if you guys are gonna try it. It takes a lot for me to be impressed by a concealer. The M Cosmetics Pillow Plush blushes. The only thing I'm not happy with are these little things, and there's not like a little thing here. I'll try to hold on to these. I've purchased those small little beauty blenders for blush and concealer before. Girl, I have no idea where they are. I'm terrible at that. I will lose things if they're tiny. They're gonna be fine to apply with your fingers and a beauty blender and a brush. I would say if you had to pick one shade, my current favorite is Tickled. I just like the way it looks with my skin tone. I think the formula is lightweight, beautiful, and really easy to blend. And I think both shades are definitely shades that would look good with all types of makeup looks. Will I reach for them more than the stick blushes that I love so much? Probably not. Oh, and I forgot. The Jones Road, the brow gel. I tell you what, I think that light brunette looks really good on my brows. Just a little bit of warmth. Normally I'm a ashy all the way with my brow gels that have pigment in them. I like it. I like the way it separated my brows. I like that I had work time and they have not moved despite how many times I've had to move my hair out of my face. The Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I like it. What else can I say? I swatched things on my fingers for you. I showed you what it looks like next to other eyeshadow palettes I thought would be similar. And honestly, it's not similar enough to not need it. I'm very happy that I purchased it with a non-returnable gift certificate that I paid 2,500 points for. It is beautiful. I think this is gonna be gorgeous. I'm gonna reach for this a lot. I think we know what I think. Benefit FanFest. I'm not a fan of FanFest. Oh yeah, and the YSL eyeliner. I thought that this was great. It looks beautiful in my waterline. It hasn't faded in my waterline. This is Crush Liner, waterproof number 2, which is brown. I like how it made a beautiful shape base for the eyeshadows, and I had a lot of work time. And then we come to the Laura Mercier liquid highlighter in the shade Peach Bronze. What a beautiful blush topper slash highlight. Wow, and thank you guys for this tip. That's life-changing. The lock is on, and now I can use this as a regular squeeze tube highlight. Shy is just too light for me, and I'm an NC 15 to NC 20. I'm probably towards an NC 20 right now, just from, you know, being in the sun. Less product, just right in the center of the lips. I'll work with it. And the comb, I think I like it. I haven't been used to my big curly hair in a while. I don't think I've worn my hair curly since last summer. If you'd like to see my curly hair routine, it's still the exact same. I'm still using the Kerastase line. It just does the best for my very fine, thinner side hair. Liked the comb, not happy about the little lines here. In more expensive combs that are not just pushed together in the center, you don't have to worry about the edges here actually severing your hair. So I didn't feel any pulling or anything, but oh well, it did great, I think. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did in fact enjoy it and would like to see more of me trying new makeup, and subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you in this beautiful, wonderful, positive, and honest, and unfiltered in all the ways community. As always, I will have everything I used below, and if I can use an affiliate link, you bet you I am, because this is my career and how I pay my bills, and I've always been honest about that. I have a disclaimer in my info box. You can actually support this channel through shopping my links. It costs you nothing and helps me continue to do what I love and make videos for you. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. This is what the heat has done to me. All right.